This is South Mountain Arena in West Orange, New Jersey. Today, TV3 Sports presents high school hockey. The New Jersey Interscholastic Hockey League 1982 Gordon Cup Hockey Final. Montclair Kimberly Academy meets Seton Hall Prep. And hello again, everyone. I'm Bruce Beck, and this is it, the finals of the Gordon Cup. Although it is a double elimination tournament, and it is important to note that Montclair Kimberly Academy has already lost once. Seton Hall Prep has yet to lose. Therefore, if the Pony Pirates win tonight, it's all over. If Montclair Kimberly Academy wins, it forces another final on Sunday. Interesting story going into the Gordon Cup and in the Gordon Cup, because you look at the standings and you see what happened, because Montclair Kimberly Academy lost early to Montclair 5-3. They bounced back in the double elimination tournament with a 5-4 win over Livingston in overtime, and then a 3-2 decision over Montclair to reach the final tonight. The Cinderella story, though, belongs to Seton Hall Prep. 9-2 winner over Newark Academy in the challenge match, then a 5-4 decision over Livingston in a real physical hockey game, and then the 2-1 win over Montclair High School. Hence, the two clubs have reached the final, and that's why we are here tonight. Working with me, veteran official Pete Caggiano. And Pete, you look at the two clubs and you have to say Seton Hall is peaking at the right time.
Exactly at the right time, Bruce. They started off this season a little slow, but have come back. They have not lost in their last 5 games, although they have not beaten Montclair Academy this year.
Well, you know, you look at two teams when they play during the regular season, and you see Montclair Kimberly Academy has won 2 and tied 1 in their 3 meetings with Seton Hall. They say winning the third's awfully tough.
It sure is. But if any team can do it, it is Montclair Kimberly Academy. They have a well-balanced team and a good team.
So how does Seton Hall Prep get about preparing for this game? How will they win? Earlier tonight, I asked head coach John Warchol exactly that question. How can he win?
If we expect to beat MKA tonight, we will have to stay out of the penalty box because MKA has the best power play in the league. Number 2, we're going to have to box up Anthony DelGaizo, who is one of the better playmakers in the league. And we just have to try to stay out in front during the game.
He's an amazing man, John Warchol, in his 10th season as head coach of Seton Hall Prep. Well, there are a lot of outstanding players. Montclair Kimberly Academy is a more offensive-minded club. Seton Hall doesn't have the big numbers. They do have outstanding balance. And Montclair Kimberly Academy, probably the better offensive team of the two. Seton Hall Prep, maybe the better defensive club. Let's talk names for a moment. Anthony DelGaizo, Montclair Kimberly Academy. Tell me a little bit about him.
Anthony DelGaizo has to have one of the strongest bodies in this game. He plays 30 of the 45 minutes. He plays both offense and defense. Currently right now with 22 goals, 21 assists, 43 points. He is their leader. He will definitely be the one to score the big goal this evening.
How long is he on the ice, Pete?
At least 30 of the 45, if not more.
He plays both offensively as a forward. He'll also play as a defenseman. For Seton Hall Prep, well, they have an outstanding defenseman who comes off a big game where he produced a big goal. I'm talking about Glenn Smith.
Glenn Smith scored probably the biggest goal he's going to score in his high school career this past week. He scored the game winner over Montclair in the last minute of play to propel Seton Hall into this final round.
So here you have it, Montclair Kimberly Academy and Seton Hall Prep, the 23rd final of the Gordon Cup, and it should be a dandy. Pete and I will be back at South Mountain Arena in West Orange in just a moment.
10 seconds.
South Mountain Arena in West Orange, New Jersey, site of so many great Gordon Cup classics of the past, and tonight another great matchup between Montclair Kimberly Academy and Seton Hall Prep. And we're just about set to go as you look in at Coach Tom Purville and his Montclair Kimberly Academy Cougars. Last-minute instructions for each club, and this is the game that he must win, and that club would like to win tonight, and if they do, there will not be another final. Again, this is a double elimination tournament. The winning team, Seton Hall Prep, if they win tonight, it's over. If Montclair Kimberly Academy wins tonight, they force another final. Well, Pete, what does it mean to play in the finals of the Gordon Cup?
Bruce, this is the oldest tournament for high school ice hockey in the state. Since this league has started, two subsequent leagues have started, one in Morris County, one up in Bergen County. But this is still the premier league in New Jersey right now.
The officials working tonight's hockey game, Pat DePuzzo, and also working along with Pat, the veteran, Norm Kelly. Seton Hall will be in the blue, Montclair Kimberly Academy in the white with the green trim. And now at South Mountain Arena in West Orange, let's pause for a moment for the playing of our national anthem. Let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's Gordon Cup final. First of all, the visiting team, Montclair Kimberly Academy. They'll go with John Towers in the left wing, Anthony DelGaizo in the center, Blake O'Neill on the right wing, the defense, Bob Welch, Charlie Shulman, and in the net's a good one, Rob Kramer. For the Pony Pirates, they will start Dave Seaboat on the left wing, Scott Wenzel's the center, Paul Morgan the right wing, defense, Rich Teachin and Glenn Smith, and in the net's a youngster, but a good one also, Gerard Muscat. So the story in the sophomore goalie, Gerard Muscat, and the senior Rob Kramer.
Yes, Bruce, we have two ends of the spectrum here. Gerard Muscat coming up, a big factor in the defense of Seton Hall. Seton Hall is a defensive style team, and a large part of that is due to the goaltending of Gerard.
Well, the previous meetings, as we mentioned in our open, all Montclair Kimberly Academy, they won 6-2, 4-3, and not in the Pony Pirates at 2-2. But this is a totally different game. This is the Gordon Cup.
Bruce, notice every time the margin was closer, Seton Hall has cut that margin closer into the last game where they tied. So if things go according to plan, they should win this one.
That's right. You can't get much closer than that. Face-off controlled by the Pony Pirates. Teachin shoves it across the blue line, and now play in center ice. Seton Hall in the blue and Montclair Kimberly Academy in the white. This is Glenn Smith. We talked about him earlier, had a big goal against Montclair. That, of course, proved to be the winning goal in the contest. Teachin goes behind his net, shovels it off the boards for Seaboat. Seaboat's pass to center, deflects off a skate of Morgan, and it's picked up by Montclair Kimberly Academy. MKA has a potent offense. They've been able to score a lot of goals this year. Good checking on the part of Seton Hall, and the Pirates look to come out. Wenzel across the center line. His pass goes astray, and regrouping is Bobby Welch. Bobby Welch, a senior defenseman, fourth year in the varsity, So he is a seasoned performer. And we get our first draw on the far side. Face-off coming up just around the blue line.
Bruce, pretty even play so far in this game. I think the tempo has been set. A fast-paced, hard-hitting, quick game.
Pat DePizzo will drop the puck. Face-off. DelGaizo's there. He is almost everywhere during the course of a hockey game. Anthony will play defense, and he will play forward. Shot from the point by Payon is deflected. Picked up by DelGaizo. Off on the right wing, Blake O'Neill. Good spinning pass to DelGaizo. Goes in. He shoots deflected. Good stick to side by Muscat. And the Pirates looking to get it out of their own zone. Towers, a hard check on the far boards, and we'll get a face-off.
Very good opportunity right there for Montclair Academy. The shot was just a little bit wide. Muscat got a little piece of it. And subsequently, a face-off in the corner.
Montclair Kimberly Academy's second line. Schiffenhaus, Colin O'Neill, and Doug Caldwell now on the ice. Kapko, Meade, and Eisenhart on for the Pony Pirates. We'll set some numbers and names for you early and then give you the opportunity to watch the action and call it for yourselves a little bit later on. This is Payon, number 22 for the Blues. Pass ahead, deflected off the stick of Kapko. Chasing it in, finally bumped off the play by Bobby Wells. Good check by Wells. Puck loose behind the net, grabbed by Robbie Kramer, and he holds on with the glove.
Smart move by Kramer. That puck was floating in the air right in front of him, directly over the crease. Good move to hold on and force the face-off.
Now Seton Hall will change. Many people feel Seton Hall has the better depth because John Warchaw will play 3 lines no matter what, and Tom Perville maybe plays 2.5.
That's about right. Seton Hall, no real one superstar. Their attack is balanced, their attack is very good, and their attack is well coordinated through the efforts of John Warshaw.
Jack DeFaris, Jan Press, and Danny Prater, the third line, now on for Seton Hall, whereas Montclair Kimberly Academy goes back to that first line. Towers, DelGaizo, and O'Neill. Behind the net, Shulman, his pass off the sideboards. Puck loose, finally recovered by Seton Hall to keep the pressure on. This is DeFaris. Back to the point he goes. Stansbury's shot is wide. Chasing it is Prater. Puck loose in the corner. Prater fights for it. Gets some help from Payon. Finally drawn free in front, but Press unable to put the stick down. Now Jan Press hustled. Good playing by Press. Ball's work free, picked up by Montclair Kimberly Academy. DelGaizo leads to Blake O'Neill. Goes in across the blue line. Loses control of the puck and is pushed into the boards. A good hard check by Glenn Smith. Puck is loose. Finally picked up behind there by Blake O'Neill. O'Neill back to the point to Darren O'Neill. He shoots it in. DelGaizo behind the net, puts it in front. Stick to side by Muscat. Now Shulman back. Darren O'Neill the blast. Loose in front. Muscat stopped it again. And it's cleared back to center right.
Beautiful save by Muscat. He had Tony DelGaizo right on his doorstep looking for that rebound, and he denied him point blank.
Cougars looking to change as Seton Hall works it back across center right. DeFaris carrying in, loses control of the puck. Bob Welsh picks it up, shoots it out to neutral. Finally, Seaboat gets a stick down, but an offside call.
Good pressure by Montclair Academy on that last situation. They almost brought one. If not for the good, strong goaltending by that young sophomore, they would have had a 1-goal lead.
11:51 left, first period of the Gordon Cup final. Montclair Kimberly Academy and Seton Hall Prep still scoreless. Face off just out the Cougar blue line. Jason O'Neill centering that third line on the draw with Wenzel. Pony Pirates shoot it in. Bob Welch spins it behind the boards, loses control of the puck. Wenzel fighting for it along with Darren O'Neill. Wenzel works it free. The Seton Hall captain back to the point. Shot, great deflection off the hard shot by Payon. Now Payon chases it down. That's Dino Payon. He's a senior, second year with the varsity. Cougars able to wind it around. Bobby Welsh is there. Welsh off the boards, intended for Darren O'Neill. And now the Cougars coming out of their own end. Jason O'Neill, hard shot from the red line, deflected by Muscat. Darren O'Neill chases it in. Finally, Wenzel works it free. Wenzel behind his own net, dumps it back, intended for a player, and it's picked up by Gill. Head it goes to Wenzel across the blue line, loses control of the puck. Seton Hall just dumps it in down the right side, but an offside call. The head of the play, an offside on the right wing, was Morgan. There's one of your officials, Pat DePuzzo. 2 officials for this Gordon Cup final.
Bruce, the game is pretty even so far. Both teams had a few opportunities to score. Both goaltenders have come up big this evening.
Schiffenhaus, Colin O'Neill, and Caldwell back on for the Cougars now. Seton Hall carrying with Eisenhart, Capco, and Meade. Eisenhart chases it in, but he's bumped off the play, and the Cougars start back. Colin O'Neill. His pass intercepted. Down goes Capco. Couldn't control the puck. Play loose in neutral. Finally, Welsh regroups and shoots it in. Teachin goes behind his net. Pass back out to neutral again, and controlling it is Bob Welsh for the Cougar. Welsh's pass intercepted by Seton Hall. Loose on the left wing, almost controlled by Eisenhart, who would have had clear sailing in front of him. Good hard check on the near boards by Caldwell. Bob Welsh controls for Montclair Kimberly. Colin O'Neill's shot is deflected, and it will go into the crowd. 10:03 left, first period of play. No score in the finals of the 23rd Gordon Cup.
Bruce, much of the play is taking place in center ice. A sign of a balanced game, an even game. Neither team able to get anything going to any great extent, but a lot of even play, a lot of good work.
Sometimes early on, I would think also, Pete, you worry about giving up that quick goal, and maybe you're playing a little more conservative. DelGaizo shot. Oh, it almost slipped underneath Muscat. Tricky kind of a shot. It was moving different ways. Muscat able to come up with the save. Pressure kept in. Shulman goes behind the net. Seton Hall winds it off the boards. Back to the point. Shot in front. DelGaizo there. He has the puck. He lost it off the stick, and finally DeFaris is back for Seton Hall. DeFaris carries across the red line, across the blue line. DeFaris controls, looks for a skater. Finally dumps it back to Dino Payon. His shot off the boards, it goes behind the net. Cougars able to wind it around to the far boards. Towers gets it ahead to DelGaizo. Pretty move by Anthony. Shot from the red line over the net. Behind the cage it goes, and finally after it to run it down is Gill. Gill off on his right wing. Back across the line, Wenzel. Wenzel bumped off the play. Here's DelGaizo. Anthony across the red line, across the blue line, splits a couple defenders, and Wenzel holds him off on a real good check, and the puck is picked up by Seton Hall.
Beautiful check by Wenzel. He stayed with his man, did not play the puck, but rather played the man, and cut off DelGaizo from going any further.
Here's Walsh. Walsh is bumped off the play. Another hard check by Jan Press of Seton Hall, and Seton Hall has come to play. Pass intended for Press, now intercepted and taken back by Bob Welsh. Both teams looking for a change. Gill starts back for the Pony Pirates. Jimmy Gill, the senior defenseman, third year at the varsity, off on the right wing. Morgan dumps it beautifully for Wenzel. The shot, save made by Kramer, and he dumps it off to the right board. And we get a whistle.
Beautiful save by Kramer. Point blank shot from about 30 feet out. Let's take another look at it. Here's the shot from just about the middle of the circle. Beautiful save by Rob Kramer. He doesn't know where the rebound is, but it was knocked down with a high stick by Montclair Academy. That's why we have the whistle and the face-off inside the zone.
That young man has had an outstanding season, Rob Kramer. And he, of course, named once again this year first team A-Division All-Star goalie. He earned it, didn't he, Pete?
He sure did.
On the face-off, Seton Hall controls. Smith from the point, shot wide. Glenn Smith has a wicked shot when he gets it off. Now Stansberry puts it in front. Wenzel, and it just went over the net. DelGaizo back for Montclair Kimberly Academy. DelGaizo out of his own end. Pass intended for Schiffenhaus, intercepted by Seton Hall, and they dump it in off the left boards with 7:40 left in a scoreless first period of play. This is Glenn Smith. Smith's pass intercepted. Schiffenhaus in across the blue line, ducks one man, leads back in the left wing to Colin O'Neill, just by him. O'Neill still controlled. His pass intercepted by Seabold, and it's cleared just back to the blue line, where now, once again, Seabold dumps it in off the boards. So Seton Hall change it. And Montclair Academy coming out of their own end. Colin O'Neill. Lead for Schiffenhaus in the left wing. Schiffenhaus across the blue line. Dumps the pass back for Colin O'Neill. Broken up. Good clean play by Ray Mead, the sophomore right winger for Seton Hall.
Nice play by Ray Mead. Stopped that whole drive with that one play.
Couple good checks in front of the bench again. Seton Hall looking to come up with the puck. Capco had it momentarily, drops it back to Glenn Smith. Smith, a long drive, deflected over the goal, hits the back of the glass, and finally DelGaizo is there to wind it around the boards for Montclair Kimberly Academy. Eisenhart digs for it, but it's intercepted by Colin O'Neill. Number 19, Colin O'Neill shoots it in. Picked up by Dino Payon, number 22 for Seton Hall. He gets the pass off to Capco. This is Billy Capco. Just a junior. Capco, the drive! And it goes wide to the left side. Eisenhart, he put it in front, nobody there except Darren O'Neill of the Cougars. Pressure kept on again by Seton Hall. Eisenhart in front, nobody there. Here come the Cougars again. The pass just over the stick of Blake O'Neill. Racing back is Gill. O'Neill keeps the pressure on. Shot from the point is wide by Bobby Welsh. Caroms off the far board. Back to center, and Bob Welsh dumps it off to the left, and it's dumped in by Darren O'Neill.
Bruce, you're going to see a lot of hard hitting tonight. The two officials doing this game are seasoned veterans. They know what to let go and what to call. We're going to have a good game.
Here's Seton Hall out of their own end. Jan Press leads on the right wing. Shot, save made. Another beauty by Kramer off the hard shot by Mead.
He lost that a little bit, Bruce. He wasn't quite sure where the rebound went.
Puck taken away again. Preacher, number 6, spinning around, loses control, and it's back to the Seton Hall blue line. DelGaizo intercepts it for the Cougars. DelGaizo gets by another man, puts it in front. Beautiful pass and a goal! Let's see, was he in there or not?
I believe the goal will go to DelGaizo. It deflected off the leg of a Seton Hall player. It never reached the intended player DelGaizo was aiming for. So let's take another look at it, see if the replay will show. There's DelGaizo with the pass. Yes, and it deflects off the stick of a Seton Hall player. Who there were to go to, I'm not sure. It can be DelGaizo, it can be looks like they're giving it to Blake O'Neill. He was the closest man to the puck when it was deflected in.
1-0. Montclair Kimberly Academy up. DelGaizo made the play. No, they give it to DelGaizo now. They give it to DelGaizo off the deflection. He gets it unassisted. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 6 seconds of the first period. And just like that, Anthony DelGaizo showed us what he was made of, made the move. It looked like there might have been a deflection. We still may get a change on that at the end of the period.
No, Bruce, it was deflected, but it was deflected in by the Seton Hall player. So they're awarding the goal to the last Montclair Academy player to touch the puck, which was Tony DelGaizo.
All right, 1-0. Montclair Kimberly Academy is up. Remember, they must win to force another final. Seton Hall must win to wrap it all up tonight. Wenzel put it in front, just over the stick of Morgan. Paul Morgan, a junior right winger, pressure in front. Morgan's there, he slides it in front. Shot! And he put it back in! And we're tied at 1, just like that. Wenzel, let's pick up the goal from Pat DePuzzo. Here it comes.
Let's take a look at it. Here's the pass. No, he fakes. Takes the shot. The original save is made by Rob Kramer. There you see him with his right leg. And a rebound comes out in front. And it looks like number 9 for Seton Hall, Scott Wenzel, putting it home, the captain. And we have a 1-1 hockey game with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first period.
So Wenzel gets the goal on an assist from Morgan. And just like that, we're tied at 1.
Don't blink an eye, Bruce. You're going to miss something in this game.
Behind the net now, Seton Hall keeps the pressure on again. Wenzel looking to center. Good hard check behind the board. Seabold and Morgan pick up the assist. Wenzel the goal. Time 10 minutes 30 seconds, and we have a 1-1 hockey game. Play is stopped with 4:04 to go. Montclair Kimberly Academy and Seton Hall tied at 1 in the finals of the Gordon Cup.
Seton Hall came right back, Bruce. I think that goal aggravated them a little bit because they put on strong pressure there until they fought and found themselves a goal. They really earned that one.
Morgan and Wenzel both made marvelous plays to set up that goal. Now it's shot back in by Darren O'Neill. Play goes behind the net. Seton Hall looking to clear it out of their own zone. Good hard checking again and dumped back in by Bob Welsh. Look out. That's O'Neill, makes a move, puts it in front. Schiffenhaus had an opportunity, but Muscat buried the puck.
Beautiful save by Muscat.
Here's a look at him, Gerard Muscat, just a sophomore. John Warchol said to me this afternoon that he is going to be a great player by the time he's through. He's just a sophomore. What do you think?
I have to agree 100%, Bruce, and we're seeing it here tonight. He proved it on that last save.
Talon O'Neill on the draw, wins the draw, dumped back in quickly by Doug Caldwell, but Seton Hall looks to come out of their own zone with the puck astray, loose at center. Picked up by Schiffenhaus, leads on the left wing to Colin O'Neill, but Colin O'Neill ahead of the play and offside.
The game just about what we expected, Bruce. A fast-paced, hard-hitting game. Both teams are definitely up for this, and so is the crowd.
Well, we went 10 minutes and 6 seconds with no goals, and then all of a sudden we get 2 in 24 seconds.
That's hockey, Bruce. Can't blink your eye.
Face off just outside the Seton Hall blue line, and the draw is won by Seton Hall and sent in. Good hustle by Jan Press. He's pushed off the play by Schulman. Works the puck free, almost put it in front. And here comes Montclair Kimberly Academy. Blake O'Neill. Off it goes to DelGaizo. Has Blake on his left. His shot deflects off of Glenn Smith's skate. Smith with a fine check knocks DelGaizo down, and we'll get a face-off to the left side of Gerard Muscat.
There you saw two of the best going one-on-one. Tony DelGaizo coming down the right side. A very nice play by Glenn Smith to stay in front of that shot and block it and deflect it into the corner.
Seton Hall, a very young team. Freshmen, sophomores, juniors. Montclair Kimberly Academy, more of a senior-laden club, although they do have a couple of sophomores on the lineup. But Schiffenhaus and Colin O'Neill and Kramer, DelGaizo and Welsh, all seniors. DelGaizo shoots it in. Muscat makes the save, dumps it behind the net, and Gill, almost put in front. And I'll tell you, Blake O'Neill was just sitting there waiting for the pass, and he almost knocked it through. Back to the point. Darren O'Neill lines it up, shoots it, saved and pushed aside by Muscat behind the net. Muscat has to dive on the puck, and the save is made. And as a goalie, you've got to watch that puck at all times, because one funny bounce from behind the net, and you're in trouble.
Bruce, your eye has to be on that puck the entire time, regardless of where it is. I'll tell you one thing, I think Blake O'Neill wishes he had that shot back again. He was set up point blank in the slot, and he fanned on the shot. Tough break.
A lot of great champions in the Gordon Cup, but we'll have a new champion this year, because last year the champion was Livingston. Shot from the point again, Muscat up with the save off the shot by Schulman. Not much on that last attempt. Schulman gets it back at the point, lines it up, gets off a weak slapper, but in front, Muscat was screened and just came up with the stick save. Now Teachin plays it out to center, the pass on the left wing. No offside call. This is Wenzel racing in. Wenzel goes in front, deflected away. Good stick check by Schulman. And up with the puck, Darren O'Neill. Plays it off the boards. Blake O'Neill. Intercepted now by Teachin. Teachin goes cross-site to Smith, and Smith fires it in. And actually a great save made by Kramer. That was about a 70-footer, and Kramer came up with the save.
Just as we were saying before, Bruce, you have to watch the puck wherever it is on the ice if you're a goalie.
Now looking for a draw, and we get a draw with just a minute 59 left in this first period of play. End-to-end action. Montclair Kimberly Academy and Seton Hall tied at 1. Well, the Gordon Cup champion last year, of course, Livingston High School. Before that, Brick, 2 consecutive championships. Seton Hall last won it in 78. Livingston in 77 and Brick in 1976. And there's a look at the other champions, Brick, Livingston, you see Chatham, West Essex, and Montclair. Cougars out of their own end. Schiffenhaus winds it around the boards. Colin O'Neill comes into the right wing, dumps the pass back to Caldwell. He loses control, and Seton Hall comes back. Capco across the blue line. Capco dumps it back to the right, intended for Eisenhart. Back to the point, shot deflected, almost put in again. But Kramer watched it skip over his stick and skip over the net. And we get another draw in the left corner.
That was a close one, Bruce. Billy Capo got a piece of that shot as it came through the slot and deflected it high over Kramer's shoulder. Seton Hall putting on quite a bit of pressure at the end of this first period.
Tied at 1. Montclair Kimberly Academy and Seton Hall, the Gordon Cup final from South Mountain Arena in West Orange. Bruce Beck and Pete Caggiano on the call for TV3 Sports. Just 85 seconds left in this first period, and it has been a fast first period. Few whistles.
Quick game. You don't need many whistles in a game like this.
Bob Welsh off to Darren O'Neill. Anthony DelGaizo. Perfect lead pass to Blake O'Neill. Split one defender, but Dino Payon pushed him off the play. DelGaizo working to keep the puck alive. Blake O'Neill chases it behind the net. O'Neill winds it around the boards to Darren O'Neill. The drive! Deflected in front, and we have a whistle. We may get a high stick call in front of the net.
I believe that's what referee Norm Kelly has called. The puck was knocked down with a high stick by a Montclair Kimberly player. Consequently, the faceoff will come all the way back to their own defensive zone.
So 61 seconds now left in this first period of play. Tied at 1. Face off now to the left side of Rob Kramer. So play is slowed just a bit after a wild 6 or 7 minutes.
This is a crucial minute, Bruce. You do not want to be scored on the last minute of a period. Montclair Kimberly has their top line out there with DelGaizo and Blake O'Neill.
We'll get another drop now. Scott Wenzel for Seton Hall, Anthony DelGaizo. Wenzel wins the draw. Back to the point. The shot by Stansberry is deflected off a Montclair Kimberly player. Puck back into the MKA zone. And now Blake O'Neill regroups. Across the blue line. Blake O'Neill across the red line. Bumped off the play. Gets it to DelGaizo. His shot saved. Muscat stick save. Off to the sideboards. DelGaizo looking for a draw, and he gets a draw.
Very nice shot by Tony DelGaizo in that last situation. Rather than wind up to take a slap shot, he took a little snap shot. Muscat had to be quick to make the save. Let's take another look at it. There it is with a quick shot, low to the stick, and a fine save by the sophomore goaltender.
Back to action with 40 seconds left in the first period. Blake O'Neill shot just wide. Right side of Muscat. Blake O'Neill looking in front. Pass just by his stick. Welsh at the point. Winds it off the boards over the stick of Blake O'Neill. Finally picked up by Stansberry. Caldwell works it free. Caldwell looking for a man in front. A couple of Seton Hall players look for a draw, but a shot back to the blue line. Intercepted by Welsh. 12 seconds left in the first period. And we get a draw with 9 seconds left.
Blake O'Neill once again had a shot point blank, and he let it go wide. He's going to talk to himself in between periods here.
Some good forechecking on the part of the Cougars right now. And with 9 seconds to go, the puck is dropped. Wenzel and DelGaizo around it with 5 seconds left in the period. Puck comes back to neutral, and that should do it for period number 1. 15 minutes in the books in the final of the Gordon Cup of 1982. Our score at the end of the first: Montclair Kimberly Academy 1, Seton Hall Prep 1. We'll be back with more ice hockey action from South Mountain Arena in just a moment. Bruce Beck and Pete Caggiano back at South Mountain Arena in West Orange. The score at the end of one period of hockey, Montclair Kimberly Academy 1, Seton Hall Prep 1. Shots on goal in that first period of play. Well, it was Montclair Kimberly Academy with the decisive edge. Shots on goal, Montclair Kimberly Academy in period number 1, 13, and Seton Hall Prep 7. There it is. What'd you think?
Quite a good period. I'm becoming a fan. I'm watching the game. I'm enjoying myself. I shouldn't even get paid for this game, Bruce. It's too easy to do.
Look at the crowd now, starting to come alive. Montclair Kimberly Academy in the white with the green trim, and Seton Hall with the blue and the white trim. Period number 2. If Seton Hall wins tonight, they win the Gordon Cup. Montclair Kimberly Academy wins tonight, they force another final. Shot from the point, deflected, and now Wenzel quickly. Good pass to his left. Seton Hall goes in, but an offside called. And Wenzel with a pretty drop pass to Seabode, but a player ahead of the play and offside. Wenzel's a pretty clever player. He's not big. He's only, I would say, 5'7", but he's elusively quick, and he's also a heady player.
I believe he is one of the 2 seniors or so on this squad. Mostly everyone on the Seton Hall squad is an underclassman. Scott Wenzel is their captain.
Face-off now between Wenzel and DelGaizo outside the blue line of Montclair Kimberly Academy. Draw is won by MKA. And back, Glenn Smith has to shoot it up to center. Puck is loose there. Darren O'Neill is bumped off the play. Retreating for the puck is Bob Welsh. Welsh looking to work it free. Gets the pass ahead to Schiffenhaus. And here come the Cougars. Blake O'Neill across the blue line. Hard check by Smith. Blake O'Neill works it free. DelGaizo behind the net. Looks for a center in front. Blake O'Neill can't get the stick down. Running into an official is Morgan. And we'll get a draw to the left side of Muscat. Now a little bit of words out there between a couple of players of both teams. And in a game of this importance, you will see that kind of intensity, so to speak.
They're friendly words, Bruce. I'm sure they're asking him what they're going to be doing tomorrow night.
Oh, I'm sure. We'll get a face-off now just to the left of Gerard Muscat. And on the draw this time for MKA is Colin O'Neill, and for Seton Hall Prep, Billy Capko. We had a broken stick and a little bit of cleaning the ice on the part of one of our officials, Pat DePuzzo.
There's Norm Kelly doing a little housekeeping, helping a player rip some tape off his stick.
And here we go. Colin O'Neill and Capko. Colin O'Neill wins the draw. Dumped in the left corner now. Behind the cage looking for a center is Schiffenhaus. Puts it in front. Schiffenhaus looking to sneak it right around the crease. He comes back to the point to Colin O'Neill. O'Neill in front. Schiffenhaus the backhander. Great save by Muscat.
Beautiful save by Muscat. Point blank.
Now winded around the boards by Kramer. His pass intercepted by Seton Hall. Looking for a face-in-front shot. Again, a good save by Kramer. And here comes MKA. Colin O'Neill across the red line, across the blue line, makes the move to his left. Puck poke checked away by Payon. His pass to center intercepted, shot back in by the Cougars, but we get an offside called against MKA.
A deliberate offside call by Pat DePuzzo. The faceoff will come all the way down in front of the MKA net.
Well, it has been a clean hockey game. No penalties, and we're already in the second period. And our cameraman, Bruce Rutlinger, is just dying for company down in the box.
Bruce, we may not have a penalty the whole evening. The championship game in the Menin Cup was played last night, went into overtime, and there was not one penalty called that entire game.
All right, this time a face-off to the left of Robbie Kramer. DeFari's on the draw for the Pony Pirates. He's on the draw with Blake O'Neill. If you're hearing the name O'Neill, there's a reason for that. 4 O'Neills on Montclair Kimberly Academy. Here's DeFari's one-on-one, lost control on the right wing. We get a whistle, and we may have an offsides just on the right wing. Ahead of the play and offsides was Meade, and we may have gotten the hand pass as well.
I believe that was the call, Bruce, a hand pass.
No offside, just the hand pass.
Just the hand pass. When the Seton Hall player was knocked to the ice, he shoveled the puck ahead to his teammate. Let's see if we can take a look at it here. There it is. There's the hand pass pushed up on the right side there. And as soon as he touched it, the whistle was blown, nullifying the shot.
Now we have a whistle off the face-off again. Now we have an offside called against Seton Hall. Seton Hall moving from left to right in the second period of play. Jack DeFaris wins the draw, sends it back to Smith. Hard shot, ricochets behind the net. Shulman chases it down. He gets the pass off to Darren O'Neill. Darren O'Neill, one of three brothers. Blake O'Neill is their cousin. So three brothers and a cousin, all O'Neill, all member of Montclair Kimberly Academies Club.
And they're all good, Bruce, every one of them.
That's for sure. Here's Seton Hall trying to send it back in. DeFaris dumps it on the right wing. Shot by Prater just wide and behind the net. Pony Pirates keep the pressure in. DeFaris works the poke puck free. Looking for Prater. Prater has the puck in front. Shot. Save made by Kramer. Great save right on the doorstep. A couple of Pony Pirates. But Kramer came up with the true save on the shot.
Tenacious forechecking by Seton Hall in that last situation. Rob Kramer had to come up big. Let's take another look at it. Here comes the play out of the corner. The first backhanded save was made. You can see it there right on the corner. A big pile up. And we have a stoppage of play.
Well, Prater, number 6 for Seton Hall, the man who almost put it in.
He had two opportunities, Bruce. One on the original shot, and then when the rebound was fluttering right there in the crease, he tried a second time before everybody jumped on him.
Face off now to the left side of Rob Kramer. Puck loose. Shot deflected in front. Weak shot taken that time from the right point by Morgan. Behind the net, Seton Hall keeping the pressure on again. Excellent forechecking. Wenzel goes back to the point. The shot in front deflected. Nobody could really get a stick down. Morgan chasing it on the right wing. He's pushed off the play momentarily, and we'll get a draw once again to the left side of Rob Kramer.
Strong pressure by Seton Hall these last couple of minutes. MKA has not gotten out of their zone.
11:57 left in the second period. Tied at 1. Goals in the first period. Anthony DelGaizo for MKA. Scott Wenzel for Seton Hall. Puck back all the way in. Seton Hall's own zone, but Blake O'Neill chases it in. O'Neill pushed off the play. Hard forechecking by Dino Payon, looking for a draw. DelGaizo bumped from behind, shot from the point, deflected, and a good glove save by Muscat. With a couple of players on the doorstep, he did the right thing by just holding on.
You bet, Bruce. Let's take another look at it. Here comes the shot from the point. Deflected twice. Once by Wenzel and then again by Blake O'Neill. Good save to hold on.
Blake O'Neill was just waiting for that puck to bounce out of Muscat's grasp, but Muscat did the smart thing.
You bet. He was there to pounce on it.
Here are the Pony Pirates. Seaboat racing down the right wing. Deflects it in front. Ball puck knocked away, and Darren O'Neill comes up with it. O'Neill coming out of his own end. Darren O'Neill leads Blake O'Neill. Blake across the blue line. Dumps it for DelGaizo. Retreating is Gill. Blake O'Neill wins it back. DelGaizo centers it in front. Pass intended for Towers, and the play back in center ice. Now Seton Hall dumps it in down the left wing. Retreating is Welsh. Welsh off the boards to Darren O'Neill. Darren O'Neill's pass intended for number 27, John Towers. Blake O'Neill, great pass. DelGaizo across the blue line. DelGaizo knocked off his feet, no whistle. DelGaizo still with control of the puck. Back to the point to Darren O'Neill. The drive is wide. Rebound, Towers. He tries to work it free. Now Towers has control. Pass back to the blue line. And now they have to clean out of the zone or else an offside. And then it's just dumped in as Montclair Kimberly changes on the fly. Loose behind the net. Caldwell centers it in front. Shot by Welsh behind the net. Caldwell puts it in front. Darren O'Neill the drive. Deflected. A great play by Meade. Down the right wing. Meade bumped off his feet. We're going to get a penalty. First penalty of the night. It's against MKA. Let's pick up the call.
Bruce, what he had on that was a delayed offside.
All right.
If you watch the referees, when there is a penalty to be called, he'll stick his arm out, he'll raise his hand for everything else. Let's take a look at it. When he stepped inside him, he put himself off sides. That little move he made at the blue line, the puck was trailing, he jumped over the defensive man and put himself off sides.
Okay, possibly a little too excited too early. Still with 10:01 to go in the second period. We're knotted at 1. MKA and Seton Hall in the finals of the Gordon Cup.
Bruce, everybody's excited tonight. It's in the air.
Puck sent in. MKA now trying to retreat out of their own end. That's Shulman, winds it across the boards. Shulman has the puck stolen away. Now Shulman retreats, looking for a draw, but Seton Hall's Capco works it free. Back to the point he goes to Smith. Hard shot. Save made in front by Kramer. Good pad save. Here's Smith. Winds it up. Shot again. Deflected. Wide. Teachin dumps it ahead. Behind the net it goes. DeFari's looking for it. DeFari's to Capco. Capco looking to center. Couple of Cougars on top of the play, looking for a draw. Desperate of a face-off, and they finally get it.
Bruce,
again, this line has been impressive.
What action that last 30 seconds? It was a shot from the point by Glenn Smith that Rob Kramer made a sensational save on. He slid to his right and with his one pad kicked the puck out into the corner.
How about John Warchel alternating? Capco and DeFari's has centers, but on that last shift he had both centers on together, and DeFari's has done some job forechecking for Seton Hall.
Warchel is a master at putting his best players out when they're most needed.
Face off now to the right side of Kramer, and the Cougars looking to come out of their own end.
Now we have our first penalty of the evening, Bruce. Let's listen in. He has number 4 for a hook.
Okay, so we've got a
Darren O'Neill.
Darren O'Neill. Penalty comes at 5:45 of the second period of play. 2 minutes for hooking on Darren O'Neill of Montclair Kimberly Academy.
A bad penalty to take, Bruce. MKA already had the puck and was breaking out of the zone when he took the guy down. A little overreaction.
So Seton Hall will have the man advantage. Face off just outside the blue line. Seton Hall right now will be going with Wenzel, their ace center. Seabode. Also out there is Gill. Smith at one point, and at the other point, Morgan. Pony Pirates, the man up for 2 minutes of play in the second period, knotted up at 1. Now Payon is on for Seton Hall. Gets the pass ahead to Wenzel. Captain goes in, but an offside call.
Dave Seabode a little too anxious on that left side, just a stride over.
Darren O'Neill for hooking, first call of the night. 5:45 the official time. Wenzel facing off with Blake O'Neill. Now, of course, DelGaizo moves to a defenseman position for MKA to help kill the penalty. Blake O'Neill breakaway, goes in one-on-one, fake, shoots, save made, great save Muscat off the steal.
Unbelievable save by Muscat on that last play.
Now Seton Hall trying to get the man-up situation going. Seabode shoots it in. Behind the net, DelGaizo. He looks for a face-off. Now he decides to take it out himself, and he clears it the length of the ice.
Bruce, you couldn't ask for a better situation. Glenn Smith fell down on that last play. Blake O'Neill took advantage of it, walked in, but a beautiful save by Muscat.
All right, now Payon comes out of his own end. Gets the pass to Seabode. His pass intended for the right winger. DelGaizo doing some brilliant skating now. Takes a shot, deflected. Glenn Smith has it back. He leads on the right wing. This is Dino Payon. He goes in across the blue line. Poke checked away momentarily. Hard check on the near boards by Towers. Seton Hall has the man up, but Blake O'Neill of MKA takes it out. One-on-one with Glenn Smith. Blake O'Neill makes a move to his left. Gets the pass back. Puck loose in front. Blake O'Neill shot. Save again, Muscat.
He's been phenomenal here in these last 30 seconds.
Colin O'Neill goes behind the net, looking for a man in front. Seton Hall, believe it or not, has the man advantage, but MKA, DelGaizo shot. Goal!
I believe that was deflected in. It might be Blake O'Neill's goal. We'll have to wait and listen.
From the point, the hard shot by DelGaizo. Man down, and it's 2-1. Here it is.
Let's take another look at it. Tony DelGaizo from the point. I think it's O'Neal. I'm not sure. We'll have to listen.
DelGaizo with the hard blast, and Seton Hall, of course, will still have the man advantage for another 16 seconds, but it will go down as a shorthanded goal, and MKA leads 2-1.
Tough break from Muscat. He stopped point-blank shots and then had to get beat on a deflection.
Offside call with 8 seconds left now in the penalty. Seton Hall still with the man advantage. MKA up 2-1. Blake O'Neal gets the goal. DelGaizo gets the assist, and also on the assist, Colin O'Neal. So Blake O'Neal on the tip-in off the hard blast from the point by DelGaizo. Penalty is over. Team's back at full strength now with 7:11 to go in the second period of play.
You know, Bruce, before that penalty was called against MKA, Seton Hall was carrying the entire game.
Back to the point. Seton Hall keeping the pressure on the shot from the point, just wide by Payon. And we'll get a face-off.
It's strange to think when you get the break that you think is going to help you gain momentum. In this situation, it caused them to lose it.
6:57 left, second period. Gordon Cup final. If MKA wins, they force another final. If Seton Hall wins, it's all over. MKA has had the better of the play here in the second period. Capco pushed off the play, back to the point. Payon, Dino's shot. Deflected and picked up by the Cougars. Caldwell, 3-on-2. His pass ahead, splitting defenders is Schiffenhaus. He loses the puck, and the prep comes back the other way. Racing in is Gill. Circles, dumps it in front, off the stick of Eisenhart. Taken back by O'Neal, and he shoots it in. MKA changing on the fly. Now Payon works it out of his own end. Dino across the blue line, across the red line. Dino carries in, loses control of the puck. Darren O'Neal chases it, winds it across the boards. Pass intercepted by DeFaris. He loses control of the puck, and the Cougars start back. Pass in the left wing intended for Craig Sudol. Pass Sudol, finally run down by Smith. Glenn out of his own end. Pass in the left wing over the stick of Jan Press and loose in neutral. This is Walsh. Walsh down the right wing. Andy Walsh, number 8, the shot goes wide. Karam's around the boards. Cougars still keep the pressure on in that far corner, and now we get a face-off. End-to-end action, both teams getting their opportunities, but right now a 2-1 hockey game. Montclair Kimberly Academy leading by 1 goal.
Bruce, in that last situation, something probably most of the fans would not look at, but there was a battle in front of the MKA goal between Bob Welsh for MKA and Eisenhart for Seton Hall. Those two guys were jockeying for position for about 20 seconds. They dumped each other twice. A good competition. Nice game.
5.5 left, second period. 2-1 Cougars lead.
Yeah, no, he's got a house down Florida too, I bet.
On the near boards, puck work free. Almost centered in front by Morgan, but knocked away by MKA. They start back the other way. Towers gets the pass off for Blake O'Neal. The shot, good save, and wisely, young Mr. Muscat holds on. Well, Gerard's getting bombarded in these first 2 periods, and he's only allowed 2 to slip by.
Bruce, a very difficult save on that last situation. Blake O'Neal came cross ice from his left to his right, and then shot back to the far side. Tough save for the goaltender because he's sliding the way the puck carrier is moving, and then the guy turns around and shoots back to the opposite side. He had to get that right pad out, and he did a good job of it.
Face off now to the left side of young Mr. Muscat. Draw is won by Seton Hall. Gill loses control of the puck, taken back by Towers of MKA, puts it in front. Intercepted by Dino Payon of Seton Hall Prep. He gets the pass down the right wing to Wenzel. Wenzel shoots it in off the boards. Behind the net, Kramer comes out to stick it aside. Towers looks to center, pushed off the play. Pressure in front, loose puck there, and on the doorstep, Seabold, but he couldn't put it home. Now DelGaizo back for MKA, down the right wing. DelGaizo across the red line, across the blue line, goes in, dumps it in front, it's intercepted by Seabold.
Beautiful back checking by Seabold on that last play to break up that situation.
Play now in neutral. Control there by Morgan. Now retreating after the puck is Jim Gill. Here's DelGaizo off the steal again. Puck controlled by Blake O'Neill. Worked free by Seton Hall and shot in. Kramer sticks it behind the net. Worked around by Bob Welsh. MKA looking to come out of their own zone, and some good forechecking on the part of Seton Hall Prep, again keeping the pressure on. Capco doing a good job in there. Puck comes loose, 3:49 left, second period of play. 2-1 hockey game, MKA leading by a goal. Between the second and third periods, we'll be speaking with Paul McGinnis, who is the coordinator for this hockey league, and of course his big showcase tonight, the Gordon Cup. Teachin winds it around the net. Glenn Smith, his pass errant out to center, controlled by Darren O'Neill. He shoots it back in, stopped by Glenn Smith. His pass just over the stick of Capco, but racing into the left wing with control now. Seton Hall's Eisenhart, his pass intercepted by Darren O'Neill. Darren O'Neill back ahead to Colin O'Neill. His shot wide, left side of Teachin. Rebound comes out to the near boards, out to the blue line. A couple of players wrestle for it, and we'll get a stoppage of play.
Bruce, these boys are skating tonight. You can tell their emotions are high, their energy is high. We have a good game.
3:02 left, second period of play, a 2-1 hockey game. Montclair Kimberly Academy off the second period, goal of Blake O'Neill on assist from DelGaizo and Colin O'Neill, and they lead 2-1.
Bruce, an outstanding job is being done tonight by two defensemen from MKA, Charlie Shulman and Bob Welsh. They haven't been too offensively minded, but defensively they've been a stronghold.
Darren O'Neill, the more offensive-minded of the three.
Yes, he is.
Now out of their own end, Seton Hall Prep again. Payone's shot, handled out by Kramer.
That's because he's an O'Neill. He has to keep up with the rest of the family.
Loose in front, again picked up by Montclair Kimberly Academy. Walsh comes out of it. Hard shot all the way in by Jason O'Neill, the youngest. Behind the net it goes, finally controlled by Muscat. And we'll get a draw.
Bruce, 2.5 to go here in the second period. Teams might be a little bit tired. They're slowing down the pace somewhat. They realize they have 15 more to go after this period's over.
Well, the teams get a break between the second and third periods. They only get 3 minutes between the first and second. They get a lot longer than that, about 15 for the clean ice between the second and third. The Zamboni will whirl around the ice between the second and third period, and the teams will have some fresh ice to play with in period number 3. Now out of their own end, Pratcher goes into the right wing. He's bumped off the play momentarily by Bob Welsh. Pratcher has some problems with it. Delayed penalty possibly coming up. Hard shot, almost put in front by DeFari. Seton Hall still with control. Loose in front, and now we get the call. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more action from South Mountain Arena in just a moment. For the second time tonight, Seton Hall will have the man advantage on the interference penalty charge to Andy Walsh of Montclair Kimberly Academy. So Seton Hall with another opportunity. Glenn Smith at the point. Smith lines it up, works it off to the right point. The shot just wide by Dino Payon. Now Wenzel controls. His pass intercepted. Doug Caldwell takes it away, and he shoots it back to the blue line. Payon regroups. His pass picked off by Shulman. Shulman dumps it back, but nobody's there. And finally, Wenzel controls for Seton Hall. Scott Wenzel, number 9, looking for the return pass. Wenzel works the puck free. DelGaizo of MKA shoots it in.
Bruce, remember last time when Seton Hall had the power play, they were scored upon short-handed. I'm sure John Walsh was told them to make sure that does not happen this time.
Seton Hall with the man advantage once again tonight. As Pete mentioned, the last time it did not work out well because Blake O'Neill stole the puck away. Went in, couldn't score, but then DelGaizo took a shot from the point, and Blake O'Neill was able to drill it home. Here it is again, Blake O'Neill with the puck. And we've got
I believe you have
player
somebody
down on the
down.
ice. Hard check on the near boards, and a player went down. I think it was a Seton Hall player.
Yes, it is, Bruce. I can't make out the number.
Now we'll have to wait for a moment and see. There's a stoppage of play with 1:02 left in this second period of play. 53 seconds left in the penalty to Andy Walsh. Well, when you talk about the Gordon Cup, you of course talk about the Livingston Lancers and the tradition that they have had over the years. You also talked about Brick High School, and you can see each has captured 5 championships to lead all titleists. Brick and Livingston high atop the list with 5, and as you can see, other schools within the TV3 area have also registered cup titles. But Brick and Livingston, who will not get a chance to win it this year, hold the 5-title record.
Bruce, of those 5 teams, Chatham is no longer in this league here. They are now part of the Morris County League.
Right, and West Essex plays in the B division of this league.
Yes, they do.
Well, the injured player for Seton Hall is number 23, Paul Morgan, the junior right winger. Morgan is up and okay. Or is it Dino Payon? It is Dino Payon, the senior defenseman, who is up and okay. Payon's played a fine hockey game, and he goes off under his own strength. That's good to see.
Yes, it is. Dino, one of the favorites. He has his own fan club up there in the stands.
So 53 seconds still left on the penalty to Andy Walsh at Montclair Kimberly Academy. Seton Hall trailing by a goal, 2-1. 1:02 left, second period of play. Back to the point. Welsh shoots it in. Now Seton Hall trying to make a last run. Gill works the puck around the boards to Prater. Prater's pass ahead. Loose in center ice. Blake O'Neill again has done a fine job killing penalties tonight. Puck now taken away by Towers. John Towers' pass intercepted, picked up by Seton Hall jam press. Press gets the pass ahead to Prater down the right wing. Prater goes in. DeFaris makes a move to his left. The shot over the net. DeFaris chases it back. Tries to dump it back, but the puck is intercepted, and with just 17 seconds left, this could be the last rush for Seton Hall. Smith, long drive, sticked aside by Kramer. Down the wing again, press, looking for somebody in front. DeFaris is behind the net with them. 5 seconds left in the penalty. 13 seconds left in the period. Back to the point to Smith. 10 seconds in the period. Shot! Deflected save made by Kramer, and he holds on.
Very nice save by Kramer. Once again, using that big leg play to stop the point shot that was let go by Glenn Smith.
6 seconds left. Second period. No time left in the penalty. What a shot that was.
Yes, it was. A pass came from the corner. There's the shot. Watch the right leg of Kramer. There it is. The rebound goes just to the side, and he pounces on it for the whistle.
Wow, he had that one eyed the whole way, though. He wasn't screened. He saw that puck coming at him. He made the save, and his reflexes quickly were able to enable him to pick up the puck.
Now he has to hold him off for 6 more seconds.
6 seconds left. Face-off left of Kramer. Now they want a couple of new face-off men because neither able to work the draw. Off the face-off, DelGaizo has it for Montclair Kimberly. He shoots it in. Muscat makes the save, and that is it. That is the end of 2 periods of play in the 1982 Gordon Cup from South Mountain Arena in West Orange. The score, Montclair Kimberly Academy 2, Seton Hall Prep 1. We'll be back with the interview between periods in just a moment. 2-1 the score between 2 periods of play. Montclair Kimberly Academy leading Seton Hall in the finals of the 1982 Gordon Cup. Paul McGinnis, the Executive Secretary Treasurer of the NJIHL, is to my left, and we're seeing some outstanding hockey tonight, Paul, aren't we?
Yes, I think we saw 2 good periods. The first period started off just a little bit slower than I expected, but the second period really, they started to move, they started to hit, and it looks like we're coming into an exciting third period with the score of 2-1.
You know, it was a funny kind of year in the NJIHL. You had such balance, and you really didn't know who to expect to see in the final of this Gordon Cup.
No, you know, that first division, that A division has been over the past, I don't know, maybe 5 years or so. Anyone can win it at any time. I think in the last 2 or 3 weeks of the regular season, we had about 5 points separating the whole top 5 or 6 teams of the division. It's been an extraordinary division. It's real good hockey.
Well, you've got, of course, Livingston and Brick, 2 perennial powers, Montclair High School, Montclair Kimberly Academy, Seton Hall playing well, Christian Brothers Academy. Is this the kind of hockey that you're going to look for in the future, this kind of closeness, the type of intensity that you'd like to see day in and day out?
Oh, this, I think we'll continue to see this. The big teams for the present year might be off next year, but losing people to graduation. But then there's always another school that will take up the slack. Livingston next year might not be as strong as they are this year because they're losing an awful lot of kids to graduation. I expect Montclair will be strong. They have a young team. Seton Hall has a very young team next year again, and they will have most of their players back. Montclair Kimberly, they might lose some to graduation, but I expect that they'll be in strong. Brick, of course, will be always there. And CBA for the past 2 years has been coming up with a strong team, and I expect that in the next year or 2, CBA will be right up there with the rest of them.
You use the double elimination format for Gordon Cup play. Does this make it more exciting?
Oh, I think it's great. We started this double elimination, maybe 12 years ago. We used to play a single elimination with a game that would put the losers in a final, and that was put the losers before the final game. Excuse me. And that was horrendous because that extra game didn't mean anything, and we used to have all kinds of problems with it. We finally decided to go with the double elimination, and this has made it an excellent event. We always can go to the extra game if necessary, and for the past, I think, 3 years, we've had to use that game.
What type of year has it been for attendance at NJIHL games?
Well, attendance in the A division has been up. In the A division has been up. Now this game tonight we're a little off just because we have 2 small schools. Not that they're small in hockey, it's just that they are small in people who are registered in school or their attendance. But normally the division itself has been attended very well, and even in the B division, which has been off in attendance in recent years, they've come up because we had West Essex, who has dropped back down to B division, and they're a big school, and because of their record being a winning record, they have drawn people back into the building.
All right, let's focus our attention on this third period for just a moment. What do you feel Seton Hall has to do to come out victorious?
Well, MKA has been all year. They're very physical. They're a big, strong hockey club. First thing Seton Hall has to do is not get any penalties. They have MKA has an extremely strong power play, one of the best power plays I've seen in high school hockey. They are strong. They're big. Seton Hall has to play their game. It seems like for each team they play a little bit of different style. They're a very defensive type team, and they'll look for the break. And I think they have to continue doing that. Just look for the break.
Well, Paul, thanks very much for stopping by, and continued best wishes to the NJIHL.
Thank you very much.
Paul McGinnis, the Executive Secretary Treasurer of the NJIHL. We'll be back with the third period of hockey in the 1982 Gordon Cup Final in just a moment.
10 seconds.
Well, this is it, period number 3 in the finals of the Gordon Cup, and there's our score through 2 periods of play. Montclair Kimberly Academy 2, Seton Hall Prep 1. Shots on goal in that second period of play. Montclair Kimberly Academy 8, Seton Hall Prep 7. So MKA has outshot the Pony Pirates 21-14 through 2 periods of play. We will open the third period of play with 2 penalties. Penalties called at the exact same time at 19:59 of the second period of play. Actually, it would be 14:59 because it's only 15-minute periods. Penalties both for tripping on that gentleman, Anthony DelGaizo of Montclair Kimberly Academy. He will get 2 minutes for tripping as we open the third period of play. And for the Seton Hall Prep Pony Pirates, in the opposite penalty box to the opposite side, Danny Pratcher will be in the box for 2 minutes for tripping. So we open up with 4 skaters apiece, and there's a look at the Seton Hall bench. Coach John Warchell trying to get his club fired up for this final period of play. 4 skaters on each. Seton Hall in the blue, Montclair Kimberly Academy in the white. This is Seton Hall from the point. The shot by Payon deflected in front, but guess who got the puck? Rob Kramer. He is tough.
Kramer's having a very good game tonight, Bruce. That shot he saw all the way from the point. It was a 60-footer. He corralled it real nice and held on for the whistle.
He's not flashy, but he certainly does the job. Shot in front, deflected away. Back to the point, Payon puts it in front, and the puck is intercepted by Montclair Kimberly Academy. Great pass. Blake O'Neill has Towers on his left, gets the Towers shot wide. Just in front of the net, Karam's off the boards, shot from the point, deflected, picked up by Seton Hall, and here they come. Jan Press gets the pass ahead. DeFaris, Jack goes in, looks for a centering in front. And we're going to face off, this time to the right side of Rob Kramer.
The third period started out exactly where the second period is left off, Bruce. Quick-paced, hard-hitting, fast shooting.
So the penalty boxes are full. On the near side, DelGaizo finishing up his 2 minutes for tripping for MKA. There's a look at Anthony. And Danny Pratcher also finishing up his 2 minutes for Seton Hall Prep. There's a look at Pratcher. Off the face-off, it's controlled. The puck goes into the crowd, and we almost had ourselves a puck.
That was close, Bruce. Don't forget the duck.
So we'll get a face-off very close to the red line.
The fan didn't want the puck, Bruce. He threw it back on the ice.
I've never seen that before. You don't have to throw it back, do you?
No, you don't.
In this league?
It's nice of you, but you don't have to.
Okay, 14 minutes, 11 seconds left in this hockey game. Both teams still shy a man for 1 minute and 4 seconds of play.
Bruce, both teams playing very cautious right now. Nobody wants to make that fatal mistake.
Seton Hall, Seaboat, plays it behind the net to Glenn Smith. Smith up the near boards to Wenzel, plays it back to Smith. Glenn coming out of his own end. The junior defenseman goes across center ice. Tries to dump it in, picked up there by Welsh. Welsh plays it off the boards, and here come the Montclair Academy Cougars. Schiffenhaus, shot, save. Muscat again, there to hang on. Schiffenhaus has a pretty good shot on the season in league play. 11 goals, 11 assists, 22 points. But that man, Gerard Muscat, gloved that one.
That was a very good save by Muscat. Once again, he saw the puck all the way from about 50 feet out, smothered it with his body.
A couple of people asked me to say hello. First of all, the mothers of the Seton Hall hockey team are all sitting across the way, and they asked to say hello. They've been loyal to their team all season long, and they just wanted us to know that they really are supportive of their team. And the other 2 gentlemen to mention, 2 1930 graduates of Montclair Kimberly Academy, John Carley and Ralph Tuthill, both here tonight to watch the Cougars. They both played hockey. They are 1930 graduates of Montclair Kimberly Academy, and here, 52 years later, watching their Cougars participate in the Gordon Cup. What a thrill it must be.
I'm sure it is, Bruce.
Schiffenhaus across the blue line, drops it back to Colin O'Neill. Kick save and a beauty made by Muscat. Now Seton Hall across the blue line. Pass in the left wing. Eisenhart, shot deflected off the glove of Kramer behind the net and picked up by DelGaizo. His pass, Colin O'Neill boots it ahead. It'll go across the line. No icing call. Both teams back to full strength. 12 minutes, 35 seconds left. MKA leading by a score of 2-1. Eisenhart fighting for it along with Schulman. Puck is worked free. Finally run down by Meade. Meade dumps the puck back. Intercepted again by Blake O'Neill. Blake O'Neill goes in across the blue line. Blake O'Neill backing in. Shot save made by Muscat. Off the boards. Smith. Lead pass for Eisenhart. Streaking down the left wing. Eisenhart steered off the play by Schulman, and the puck comes back near the blue line.
Bruce, the tempo has really picked up. This game is opened wide open.
Blake O'Neill makes a move to his left, loses control of the puck. Glenn Smith, all by himself, stopped that play. Schulman, his pass to center, broken up. Almost intercepted by Kapko. Now MKA's Schulman has a chance to pass it ahead. That's DelGaizo. DelGaizo back to Blake O'Neill. The drive deflected by Smith, picked up by DeForest, and here come the Pony Pirates. Jack across the red line, across the blue line, and an offside called on the right wing. Jan Press ahead of the play, and offside. There's a look at the Seton Hall Prep Mother Club, and you can see that all the loyal fans are there in support of their club. That's a good crowd on that side, isn't it?
Sure is. Seton Hall fans came out in force tonight.
.11:31 to go. Long shot off the back of the glass by Payon. Welsh controls. He leads ahead to Jason O'Neill. Jason's pass in the left wing, intended for Sudol. Play is broken up momentarily by the Pony Pirates. Back to neutral. DeFaris makes another fine move, shoots it in behind the glass. Kramer decides not to come out. Welsh is there. Welsh gets to pass it ahead. Good stick move by Jason O'Neill. Sent all the way down to the Seton Hall end of the ice, where it's picked up by Gill. Jimmy Gill, number 19, gets the pass off in the right wing to Dino Payon. Payon out of his own end, across the blue line, across the red line. Has a man on his left, the pass is errant. Welsh controls it for MKA, back to neutral. Intercepted by Jason O'Neill. He carries across the blue line, has a man behind him, bumped off the play. A hard check made by Gill. Now DeForest back for Seton Hall. DeForest has been skating beautifully tonight. Right wing pass. Again, Kramer out to control. Kramer winds it off the boards. DeForest keeps the pressure on, pokes it ahead, but Blake O'Neill intercepts. Blake O'Neill across the red line, racing down the left wing. O'Neill goes in on goal, gets the pass off, but Jack DeForest, the only man there for Seton Hall. DeForest's pass, intercepted by Schiffenhaus, dumps it to Blake O'Neill, and a fine defensive play. Back to the point, the shot goes wide by Welsh. Karam's off the boards. Schiffenhaus is there. Schiffenhaus keeps the pressure on. He's bumped off the play by Gill. Schiffenhaus still has the puck. Gill pushes him off again. Schiffenhaus looking for Blake O'Neill. Puck work free and almost controlled by Seabode. Now it's loose behind the net on the right side of Muscat. Now it's taken away by Seabode. Seabode out of his own end. Dave, the senior left winger. Down the left wing, the pass ahead to Morgan. Morgan can't control. Intercepted and taken back by Darren O'Neill. O'Neill carries in. Muscat out with the stick off the boards. Puck comes loose, and it's finally taken back by Seabode. Seabode, 1-on-3, carries in. Pushed off the play, no whistle. Welsh with a fine defensive ride, able to work the puck free. Here's Schiffenhaus. Peter Schiffenhaus, the senior, third year in the varsity, gets the pass on the right wing to Doug Caldwell. Splits the defenders, goes in, bumped off the play, no penalty. Taken back by the Pony Pirates, and now Glenn Smith looks to run out of his own end. Smith, lead pass to the right wing, intended for Wenzel, overshot him, and chasing it in is Welsh behind his own net. Welsh bumped off by Wenzel, tries to get the back pass off to Schulman. Schulman now makes a couple of good moves, looking to come out of his own zone. Schulman has to regroup. Dumps the pass off the boards to Towers. Towers lead pass ahead under the stick of Stansberry. Smith all the way back at his own end. Glenn Smith off the boards, pushed off the play. Puck loose, a pass intended for Wenzel, and now we get a whistle for an offside.
Bruce, they went about 4 minutes without a whistle that last situation. And then hockey, it was beautiful.
What a fine hockey game. 9 minutes, 27 seconds to go. A crisp hockey game. It has gone quickly. Very few calls. A credit to our two officials, Norm Kelly and Pat DePuzzo. And it's just been a fine hockey game. 2 goals for Montclair Kimberly Academy. 1 by DelGaizo, 1 by Blake O'Neill. The lone goal for the Pony Pirates by Scott Wenzel. Here's Shulman carrying in. Held momentarily. And we get a stoppage of play with 9:14 remaining.
Bruce, while I have a second, I'd like to thank the goal judges. Those are the fellows that are never called upon, never given any recognition. Peter Lekowiak and Pat Porzio.
In neutral. Shulman gets it ahead to Blake O'Neill. Pops it in. Muscat steers it to the sides. Blake O'Neill. DelGaizo fighting for the puck. Finally, Seton Hall's Meade is able to come up with it. Is past the center, but Bobby Welsh is there, and he winds it off the boards. Dino Payon. And they're just playing catch now, Welsh and Payon. Back pass by Shulman. Goes by Bobby Welsh, and Bob has to regroup. Welsh plays it behind his net off the boards, controlled there by Shulman. Shulman back to Welsh. Welsh ahead to Blake O'Neill, across the red line. O'Neill to DelGaizo, dumps it back to O'Neill, back to DelGaizo. He goes in, loses control momentarily. Blake O'Neill behind the net. He's ridden off the play by Pratcher's shot, a good save by Muscat. In the corner they go. Loose puck, fighting forward is Meade along with DelGaizo, and we'll get a draw with 7:11 to play. And time is just winding down right now in the Seton Hall Prep Pony Pirates.
They have 7 minutes to go, but I wanted you to take a look at that last situation, Bruce. The pass work and the play between Tony DelGaizo and Blake O'Neill. These fellows not only play together on their high school team, but they also play together on their A-house team.
That was some kind of passing combination. Give, go, give. Just like basketball in that respect. I've heard a lot of people discuss that. Give and go, and whenever you give the puck away, you got to move without it, don't you?
You bet.
Blake O'Neill in the draw now with Jack DeFaris, who has played in a will of a hockey game for Seton Hall. Behind the net now, Schiffenhaus. He wants to go back to his point to Darren O'Neill. Back to Schiffenhaus. Some clever passing on the part of MKA, but DeFaris intercepts and sends it back into the MKA zone. Darren O'Neill behind the net. Off it goes to Shulman. Shulman's pass to Schiffenhaus. Pressure on. Seton Hall looking to get a draw. DeFaris has the puck. DeFaris circles around, looks for an opening in front. Splits 2 defenders. DeFaris can't get the shot off. Taken back by Schiffenhaus. Blake O'Neill, they play catch 2-on-2. Schiffenhaus dumps it to O'Neill inside the blue line. He can't get the pass back, and it's intercepted finally by Meade. Meade ahead to DeFaris. 2-on-2. Jack across the blue line. Swirling around. Gets the pass off to Pratcher, and it's intercepted by MKA, and we have a whistle just in front of Rob Kramer as the net got off the proper post, and therefore a stoppage of play with just 6:16 left. Bruce Beck and Pete Caggiano from South Mountain Arena in West Orange. This the 23rd final of the Gordon Cup. But let me mention to you that if Seton Hall wins, it's over. If Montclair Kimberly Academy wins in this double elimination tournament, they force another final.
Bruce, you're going to see Seton Hall take some chances now. They only have 6 minutes to go. They have to put at least 1 on the board to get into overtime.
The shot. Oh, a great save by Kramer. Off the draw. Wenzel got off a hard blast, but Kramer was there.
They almost bought it right there, Bruce.
Blake O'Neill back. Works it off the left wing to Jason O'Neill. Jason ahead of the play and offsides and a little upset.
Jason O'Neill is just a freshman, and he made one of the critical errors. He made a deke right at the blue line, putting one of his own teammates offsides.
Jason O'Neill, 11 points for a sophomore. Not a bad year at all. 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points. Freshman. Wow.
He's a good one.
Shot off the draw by Walsh. Controlled by Muscat. He plays it back to Gill. 5:55 left in the third period. 2-1 MKA lead. Seton Hall lead pass down the left wing. Coming in on goal, the shot. Save made by Kramer off the shot by Seabold, and he stopped them point blank.
What a save by Rob Kramer. Seabold was sprung on the left side. He walked in all alone. Let's take a look at it. Here he comes, streaking down on the left side. He does not deke, tries to pick a corner. The right pad again of Kramer stops the play, and the puck goes into the corner for a whistle.
You know, it's funny, he came out with that right pad, and he almost split his pad so wide that the puck went between them.
That's right. He almost picked the 5-hole.
Kramer and Muscat have both been outstanding in net tonight. Not fancy, just solid and outstanding. 5:38 to go. Still 2-1. MKA leads by a goal. No scoring here in the third period of play so far. Eisenhart on the near boards. Puck is worked free by Kapko. Weak shot wide to the left side. Meade in the corner. He's pushed off the play. Towers really has him wrapped up in the corner, and we get a whistle. Don't say this MKA team isn't physical. They are. Perhaps the most physical team in the league.
They're a big team, Bruce. Most of the guys stand at least 5'10" to 6 foot, and they all go 175 to 200.
Interesting story in that Tom Preville, the coach of MKA, played for John Warchol with the Rockets in junior hockey.
Yes, he did. There's a little bit of a rivalry between those two fellas.
And John told me if he had to lose to someone, he'd like to lose to Tommy. Well, we got a face-off on the offside against MKA. Exactly 5 minutes even to play. Third period, 2-1. MKA leads. They scored a goal first with 10 minutes gone in the first period. Anthony DelGaizo got it unassisted. Then Seton Hall tied it up 24 seconds later on Scott Wenzel's goal off assist by Morgan and Seabold. We ended the first period tied at 1. In the second period, Blake O'Neill scored a shorthanded goal on an assist from DelGaizo and Colin O'Neill, and that's the way we stand right now, 2-1 MKA. Here's Jack DeForest, again, splitting 3 defenders. DeForest goes in on goal, backhander, save made, loose in front, rebound there, but nobody able to put it home.
Bruce, I don't know how Kramer can see anything in front of that net. There's bodies flying all different ways.
Again, Seton Hall trying to do some forechecking. But this time Welsh wheels around and sends it back to neutral. Finally controlled there by Gill. Gill plays it off to Payon. And it's back to center. That's Welsh. He passes it to Blake O'Neill. Winds it off the boards. Hit an official. Puck sent in again behind Kramer with 4:10 remaining in this hockey game. Here's Schulman. His pass goes all the way in. Jimmy Gill runs it down. Puck loose behind the net. Oh, a hard check by Caldwell behind the net. Pony Pirates coming out of their own end again. Lead pass, press, shot, save.
Once again, Kramer came out to break down the angle, forced him to shoot it wide.
Back to the point, Gill lines it up. MKA on a change. DelGaizo. Schiffenhaus lead for DelGaizo, broken up by Seton Hall, and they just dump it in. And I believe we have an offside on the play.
It's an icing, Bruce. We're going to take it all the way down.
Let's look at that last miss on goal.
Here he comes walking in. He goes from his backhand to his forehand, and the shot just wide. Jimmy Press.
3:26 left. You think Seton Hall will pull the goalie? I imagine they will.
I'm sure they
Certainly
will.
have nothing to lose in terms of points and league standings. This is a double elimination tournament.
Goals for, goals against mean nothing. Victory is the only thing that matters.
That's right. You don't have to worry about points in the league standings because this is just the final, and that's all there is to it. If you lose, you go to another final because of the double elimination format.
I believe we have an MKA player down in the corner.
So if we do happen to go to overtime, we're talking about a 15-minute sudden death overtime.
I don't think they go 15 minutes, Bruce. I think it's a 5-minute overtime, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on it. It may even be, I think for the rules of what they play them now, I think it's an 8-minute overtime is what they'll do. They'll do an 8-minute overtime. If nothing happens at 8 minutes, they'll go to another 8 minutes.
Well, the face-off just outside the blue line. Shot by DelGaizo. Muscat steers it aside. Muscat is certainly nothing to be ashamed of. He's played a marvelous game in the goal. 2 goalies have played flawless games except for a couple of goals. Stolen away in front. Wenzel shot. Great save, Kramer again. Wenzel almost took it away and put it home. Loose puck in front. Nobody able to put the stick down for Seton Hall. Swan dives all over the place and no calls, and now we're going to get one, and it's going to be a delayed call against Montclair Kimberly Academy. So Seton Hall pulls the goalie. Until MKA gains control, Seton Hall will have control of the puck. Shot. Deflected away. Still no control for MKA. Seton Hall back to Smith. He winds it around. The pass intended off the left boards. And Stansbury couldn't get to it. Now we'll get the call, and we've got a penalty. And here, Norm Kelly will talk to the people and make his call. Pete?
He called it interference. On that last play, the puck was just about to trickle over the line. And Blake O'Neill did the only thing he can do. He tackled the Seton Hall player, and he'll sit 2 minutes for that last infraction.
Well, the Seton Hall crowd really coming alive. 2:33 to go. Seton Hall will have a man advantage for 2 minutes of that 2:33. The penalty, interference on Blake O'Neill. And Seton Hall with their golden opportunity to tie it now.
We just saw a picture of Blake O'Neill. He has his head down. He knows it was a bad mistake.
Honey Pirates, Payon plays it off in the corner. Back to Payon. Payon's pass. Sebo circling around, waiting for his opportunity. Back to Payon. Off the boards to Sebo. He penetrates, loses control of the puck. Broken up by Welsh, and he clears it the length of the ice.
Seton Hall passing the puck a little too much. They wasted 30 seconds throwing it back and forth and not doing anything with it.
Smith off the boards, intended for Seabode. Puck gets by Seabode. Back chasing it is Welsh. Seabode, puck work free. Wenzel looks in front. Puck still loose in front. Finally behind the net, Darren O'Neill looks for a draw. Seton Hall won't allow it to happen. Back to the point. This is Smith. Smith plays off to his other point. The shot by Payon, deflected, it goes in! We're tied at 2! From the point, Dino Payon with a blast, and we're tied at 2.
Look at everybody congratulating Dino Payon. We see the shot here from the point. It's a good shot, and it beats him right between the legs. He overemphasized on his kick, and the shot beat him between the legs. But I want you to know, Bruce, the play was made by Glenn Smith. Glenn had the puck at the right point. He elected not to shoot, but to pass it across to Dino. Dino let a beautiful shot go, and we have a tie game with 1:37. Looks like we'll be here a little bit longer.
Well, that is the Dino Payon fan club that you saw on the far side. They love Payon at Seton Hall, and with 1:37 to play, we're tied at 2.
Bruce, I bet his idol is Dino Cicerelli from the Minnesota North Stars.
It may very well be possible. Payon gets credit for the goal. Smith and Wenzel pick up assists. Time of the goal, 13:23. And so with 1:27 to go, the game is tied at 2, and we very well may have overtime. Here's Seton Hall again. Jan press across the blue line. He dumps it, nobody there. It's picked up by Schiffenhaus. 2-on-2. Colin O'Neill goes in, dumps it in front. Nobody is there. Schiffenhaus, the shot. Sticked aside by Muscat with 1 minute to go. 1 minute left in regulation. Finals of the 1982 Gordon Cup. Seton Hall and Montclair Kimberly Academy tied at 2. Right wing shot by Prater, gloved, and then knocked down by Kramer. Behind the net, Darren O'Neill. DeForest takes it away. Another forechecking job by DeForest, and he gets the face-off deep in the MKA zone with 41 seconds to play.
This is where they separate the men from the boys. Each team will be putting their best 5 players on the ice for this last 41 seconds.
Wow. What a third period. Seton Hall has come back on the power play goal, and they've knotted the game at 2. There's Dino, he's back on. Face-off now, right side of Kramer. Loose off the draw. Wenzel can't get it. Controlled by Blake O'Neill. Leads DelGaizo down the left wing. Play is broken up by Seton Hall. 29 seconds left. Here's Wenzel. Pass just by the stick of Sebo. Blake O'Neill the other way. Blake O'Neill goes in, makes a deke move, puts it in front, deflected out. Dino Payon is there. He works it back across center ice behind the blue line of MKA with 10 seconds left in regulation. We'll go to overtime if we're tied at 2. Smith back to the red line. 2 seconds, 1 second, and we get a time with 1 second remaining in regulation.
Bruce, it's safe to say we're going to go to overtime.
So Seton Hall with a marvelous power play goal by Dino Payon with just 1 minute and 37 seconds left in regulation. Ties the game at 2. And Seton Hall, with a goal in overtime, can go home with the 1982 Gordon Cup. If not, they'll have to play again. And that is it. Regulation, a tie at 2-2 between Seton Hall and Montclair Kimberly Academy. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the overtime in just a moment.
There will be 3 minutes between periods. We're on the 15th.
Back at South Mountain Arena in West Orange, a marvelous story tonight in the Gordon Cup final. Montclair Kimberly Academy and Seton Hall Prep knotted at 2 at the end of regulation, so therefore we will go to a 15-minute sudden death overtime. Shots on goal in that third period of play. Seton Hall Prep for the first time tonight, 9-8, taking the advantage in shots on goal. Therefore, for the night, 29 shots on goal for Montclair Kimberly Academy, 23 shots on goal for Seton Hall. It has been that close of a hockey game, Pete.
Bruce, you can't get any closer than overtime. The teams are knotted at 2 apiece. I just hope a good goal wins this game.
That's what you have to hope for in a great hockey game. But it's 2-2, and both teams have played their hearts out, and both goaltenders have answered the call on so many different occasions. Robbie Kramer and Gerard Muscat. And there's a look at the young sophomore who has played with the poise of a senior. And yes, after tonight, he will go home and remember this one, whether he wins or he loses. And Robbie Kramer, the senior, well, he's played so many marvelous games for MKA that he doesn't want to go home with this one being the last one, I'm sure. He wants to come back and play the final again. This is a double elimination tournament. This is the Gordon Cup final. If Seton Hall wins, it's over. If Montclair Kimberly Academy wins, we play again another day. 15 minutes, sudden death overtime, tied at 2. If you just joined us, Seton Hall in the blue, Montclair Kimberly Academy in the white. Here's Anthony DelGaizo off to Blake O'Neill. The drive, scores! Just like that, it's over.
Bruce, I was just getting ready to say, most of the time these overtimes end very quickly, and here we see it. We're not even a minute into the game. Let's take a look at it. Blake O'Neill comes over the blue line, lets a quick shot go. It hits the defenseman's leg and bounces in.
Blake O'Neill from Anthony DelGaizo with 20 seconds gone by in overtime, and Montclair Kimberly Academy has forced another final in the Gordon Cup. And with only 20 seconds into overtime, the Cougars answer the bell, and they win it by a score of 3-2. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the post-game wrap-up in just a moment. A dramatic finish. Blake O'Neill, 20 seconds into overtime, scores the winning goal as Montclair Kimberly Academy defeats Seton Hall 3-2, forces another final in the 1982 Gordon Cup. And Pete Caggiano, we saw some tremendous hockey tonight. Both teams going end to end. Superb goaltending by Kramer and Muscat, and really a game that the fans must have enjoyed.
Bruce, you could not ask for a better game. What we saw tonight was the epitome of hockey. It went right to overtime. Both goaltenders, as you mentioned, played super. The game was won on a good goal, a clean shot by Blake O'Neill, an outstanding game.
Well, it was 2-1 going into the third period, and it looked like it was going to stay 2-1, but Dino Payon scored a goal for Seton Hall to make it 2-2. He did it with just 1 minute and 37 seconds left. So he went into overtime, expecting perhaps a long overtime, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Blake O'Neill scored the winner to make it 3-2. Pete?
Okay, here it is, Bruce. It starts innocently enough. Blake O'Neill takes the puck right at the blue line, comes in from about 40 feet, and just takes a good shot. Low, and it beats Muscat to the stick side, and it's all over.
Well, to Muscat's credit, he stopped a lot of shots tonight, but that one was really a blast.
It was a fine shot by O'Neill. O'Neill's a senior, Muscat's still a sophomore, he'll learn.
So a fine hockey game in the Gordon Cup Finals. Once again, there will be another final played between Montclair Kimberly Academy and Seton Hall, and the winner of that will win it all. Final here tonight, Montclair Kimberly Academy in overtime, defeating Seton Hall 3-2. For Pete Caggiano, Bruce Beck saying so long from South Mountain Arena in West Orange.